Hi everybody, so today is day 3 of the 5 stages of the birthing process, the birthing of creation. And Fiona and I are really enjoying this process enormously, much more than I thought I would. It's life-changing actually. And before we go into today's talk, I just wanted to share with you what has been birthed since we began this journey literally a few days ago. It's incredible that we had this idea come forth literally a few days ago. And what has actually manifested is that when we decided to put out this retreat in May, which for both of us felt very soon, we've had a number of inquiries, including a couple of deposits from women who have since discovered that not only are their passports out of date, but that what's actually happening in terms of applying for a new passport is that normally you can get a fast track passport, but apparently this has happened to so many people that you cannot even get an appointment to get a fast track passport any longer. And so that the wait time is now about 10 weeks. We've also found out that it's half term. So given the feedback that we've had, and given that both of us felt actually we are enjoying this gestation period prior to the manifestation of the retreat, that we...
I could kind of cut in there, what we're demonstrating here is the dialogue between baby and parent. You know, both are co-creative, co-supportive. Right? So it's not about us saying this is what is happening. It's about us going, all right, we're curious about this. How do you feel about that? And the baby going, oh, yum. Oh, but hang on, I need this and I need that. And we're going, okay, great, let's have it.
Goosebumps.
That's right. This is that integral.
Goosebumps. Yeah. That's why I'm feeling quite ecstatic today, Fiona, because this whole process is being created as we speak, before we speak, whilst we speak, after we speak.
We're in the field, and then you and I, through our days when we can, have catch-ups and conversations and reflections, and they all are part of it, because when we're making a baby of any kind, any creative process, it demands absolute consciousness.
Yeah. And I just did a Facebook Live, and you just commented and said that was the real you shining through. And this is what this process is doing, is I am feeling the effects of our connection and what we are creating manifesting instantly in my life. And I've been building and working towards this. You don't just go from A to Z. It's a journey. And the fruits of the labor and the fruits are here now to enjoy, to savor. And so I want to savor this. And so we had a discussion before we came on today, and Fiona tells me that certain months in Malta are very hot, very humid. And you've just shared with me that the best month in Malta is October.
One of the kindest, most beautiful months, because the rains start coming. So everything goes from a desert to green. And that can happen overnight. It's miraculous to see and watch. But also the humidity levels through August, September are really very high and uncomfortably high in terms of breathing, for example. So I really want to have this retreat with you in comfort in the environment. And this is so linked to the middle. It's
hey. Should we go for it? So today's presentation, today's talk, today's share is the middle. Fiona, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. I love that we're both being this conscious and this aware of the wholos, the truth of creation, because it's a place of utter surrender, presence and surrender. So thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
The middle. So here we are. We've had the intentional field, we've had the before, we've had the sensate body, we've come into form, come through density and magnetic fields and generational ancestral layers, and we've implanted. Now, the middle is very much about, in a way, sitting back and watching, feeling, being present. And following those little cues, just like you and I have done in the last 24 hours with the timing of this retreat, because we're both listening so deeply to the field. And this is what happens in the creative process between mother and baby, and hopefully mother and her partner. And, you know, there's a lovely Sobonfu Some. She left her body, I think, in 2014, but she was from an African tribe. And they have a tradition that when they want to conceive a baby, the woman leaves her partner, goes out of the village and sits under a tree and waits to hear the song of the soul, because it is said that we all have a song, a note, that's our individual note. And when she hears it, she goes back to her partner and teaches it to the midwives, teaches it to her family, her extended family, so that they all learn it. And then at every opportunity, the song is sung.
I'm weeping.
Beautiful. I mean, how about that for connectivity, right? I'm open to receiving you. I'm connecting with you. It's safe for you to come in when you're ready. And this is the middle.
I posted that on my heart circling group on Facebook, that story. It is incredible.
Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful.
And this song is sung throughout that baby's, child, adult's life at every occasion. You know, whether the child has got into trouble, they sing the song just to remind them of their soul note. They don't punish them. They, when the child graduates, comes into different transitional places in its life, they sing the song, and at death, the song is sung.
It's just so beautiful. And this is so removed, isn't it, from our culture, you know?
The West, we have got it so wrong.
Yeah.
But notice how this intelligence has stayed alive. It went underground, but now the feminine way is up again.
Yes.
And this is the middle. So what we have to make sure is, you and I, as parents of the retreat, if you like, we have to be nourished. We have to make sure we're in playful, loving, affective, co-creative relationship together, that we are responsive to the field of the soul of the retreat, if you like, which is what we're doing, so that the soul of the retreat can grow in its natural rhythm, its natural timing. And we can support that because we're feeling nourished and juiced up and connected and safe in co-care and co-support and co-creation, not only between us, but in our extended families and extended societies and extended,
completely, Fiona. You know, this for me is not about us. We, as you said yesterday, are really following our own guidance, our inner guidance. And I've actually just had an idea, and I'm going to share it with you after this talk, because I've just had, as the feminine does, I've just had an idea that would support this process even more fully and even more lovingly. Because one of the things that we have spoken of is at what stage women are ready to be received, where they are at, and how we don't want to, you cannot force a flower to bloom, you cannot force a baby to be born. And so I have an idea that I'm going to talk to you about afterwards and run it by you, but it's just popped up for me, and this is how we are co-creating this space together.
Lovely demonstration, thank you. That you're that present, that you're just this is what this is all right, and then we bring it home to each other and go you know, and it's that curiosity and wonderment of the unfolding of the body, of the soul of the retreat.
Yes, and this practice is changing my relationships, my friendships with those friends of mine who we've had a journey together with, and who may have, you know, we've deepened our connections through that level of intimacy, respect, honoring, and wisdom, I guess, and connection. So as I keep on saying, all of this is relatable to all of us in different ways, and we are here holding the space for what is emerging and growing.
And that is the modeling. So we are modeling
Yeah.
the reality.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Love that we're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I can really feel you through the screen today.
Yes.
And this is the you know, when people say screen work doesn't work, I'm like, it does.
Oh yes.
You know, be so attuned in ourselves, and then we can create.
Absolutely. So
Beautiful you. I think that's done for today. I don't know about you.
well, no, I was going to say to you, just so that I can just take this back and digest it. So we're at the middle, and so the middle, just so we can just recap, is really a space of kind of sitting back and observing,
and nurturing consciousness and self-care and co-support.
Oh,
because when the child, I mean, for example, in a reality situation in a workshop that I participated in, somebody touched something really difficult, and so I went and sat with her to give her more bodily support, because I know in the work I do, she was struggling to cry and to not cry to interrupt the space. Yes. Right? I know that, you know, to go and give someone body support gives the body a sense of, oh, there's someone here. But actually it wasn't enough for her. So I called someone else over to support me, to support her. Yes. At that moment, I felt her body just relax, and then she could cry, and she was able to cry kind of in a way that made her feel safe and didn't interrupt the group.
Yes.
So this is the middle. It's this co-support.
Yes, I really feel that. I really feel that. And I'm going to hold, I had a thought come in, but I'm going to keep it because I want to stay in the middle.
Beautiful.
Big love. Thank you, darling. And if you're enjoying this journey with us, we will put out the new October date, really, like, hopefully in the next 24 hours. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. What tomorrow is the topic tomorrow? The 4th stage?
We are at it's the middle, so we're the end tomorrow. We're the end, and then the following day we're on the after.
I noticed my energy, you think, oh no, the end, how interesting.
Print. Beautiful. So perfectly expressed.
I don't want this to end. Look forward, darling. Have a wonderful day.
Blissful womb space that you were like, oh, I'll just snuggle in here for a bit longer if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
I love it.
Your mum.
Say that again. You just faded out.
God bless your mum and you having that space together.
Yeah. Wow. I'd love to talk more about that. Until another time. Big love. See you tomorrow. Bye, darling.
Bye.